We're in the county that was the site in 1880 of an attempted eviction of tenants from the estate of Lord Erne, and the landlord's agent's name was Captain Charles Boycott. Boycott is the word for today because we have here two of the greatest proponents of boycott in the interests of human rights.
On the 19th July 1984, Mary Manning had a customer approach our register with 2 outspan grapefruit. Mary politely informed the customer that she couldn't take for the grapefruit because we were boycotting South African produce. The customer was fine, but the management closed Mary off and took for the grapefruit. They suspended Mary indefinitely, so Mary and 11 other people went out on strike. We were getting word from the trade unions in South Africa that our boycott was working and to continue with it. A lot of people said to us when we started the strike, "Oh, sure, look, there's only a handful of yous, you're not going to make a difference, you're not going to change the world." Well, a handful of us did manage to change things. We got the Irish government to agree to a ban on imports of South African agricultural goods.
I only met Cathryn today, but I've actually been telling Cathryn's story for about 5 years now, because I heard about the strike, and most Palestinians have actually heard about the strike that you led. You've been an inspiration to my people, because when we go out into the world and say, look at how South Africa was boycotted, we point to you and we point to Ireland and we point to what the people of Ireland were able to do. You are absolutely right that a few people can make a huge difference, and that's what we're counting on. It was the actions of ordinary people, just like you, that made a huge difference. The Palestinian boycott, divestment and sanctions campaign was called 10 years ago now, and the demands are really quite simple. An end to the occupation, equality for Palestinian citizens of Israel, and finally, a right to return for Palestinian refugees. We're not asking for magic, we're simply asking to be treated as every other human being with equality and with our full rights. And it's wonderful to be using the word boycott in the country that actually coined this word.
Here we are at the Michael Davitt Museum, the man who coined the phrase boycott, along with the Land League. I just felt it was really important to come here today. The Palestinian people would ask people to boycott Israeli goods, and it's very important.
My name is Rafeef. The word is an Arabic word that means the sound of birds' wings. And the reason that's my name is because my family were refugees to Lebanon from Palestine. And they thought that although they can't go back home, the birds are migrating back home. So we remember that even though we were kicked out of our homes, one day every last Palestinian refugee has a right to return. Today's walk is about remembrance and solidarity. Remembering that we had homes one day in Palestine, but also remembering that there's a state that continues to say we never existed in the first place on our homes. And I'm so excited to be here in Ireland, a country that has been a haven for all the oppressed, and a country that has always spoken truth to power loud and clear. Thank you. There will be more boats. I promise you there will be more boats, and I will sit in one, curled up in a memory that still smells of lead and concrete. And my children will learn to play. My children will learn to play by a beach in Jaffa. They will tell stories. They will gather others to tell stories of how long we waited, just how long we waited to get back there. 20-something, and we're still waiting.